Yeah, that's
Hell
why
no.
he just be sounding crazy.
Told y'all, when I'm wrong, I'm right. And this time, I'm right.
No, you're not, bro.
Not when
And
I'm
I ain't
wrong,
wrong.
right.
That shit doesn't go to your timeline, bro. Us. Episode 14. I am Fabian to the right of me.
Ken.
To the right of him.
Mel.
To the right of her.
No hat then.
Yeah, he
Don't
looking,
let the comb over fool you.
now he really looking like a SA. Y'all had a good week?
I had a great week, actually.
That's awesome.
Before
Why
you
was it so
decided
great?
to chew me out on this fucking lovely Sunday.
And I'm going to keep doing it because we going to get this right how it's supposed to
I
be.
hate making agreements and having to follow through. That just chaps my whole entire ass.
Hey, man. Hey, sometimes you got to get the Vaseline and unchap it.
Oh my God. But it was a great week just because I've stayed busy. I've been dipping my hands in a couple little different jars. So, yeah, it's been cool.
Stay out there cooking one. You know what that do. Dry ass cookies. How about you, Ken? Wake up over there.
Fuck you, boy. Just for that.
We didn't even make it to
Stop
2.
endorsing these people.
You didn't even make it to 2 seconds without cussing.
You didn't either.
Damn, what I do?
ASS chap cheeks.
Ass is different.
No.
She
is.
Ass is different, right?
Ass is different.
I don't know. I
Because
guess.
ass is like the least offensive cuss word you can tell somebody.
I guess so. I don't know. I'll disagree just to agree because I don't know. How was your week, Dennis?
It was cool, man. Happy birthday, Jazz. Love you, baby.
Happy birthday, Jazz.
16.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
16. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you? 50?
Oh, wow.
Damn near.
You're
Damn
so
near.
rude.
That's crazy. Nah, I'm about to have a 16-year-old too in June.
But you younger than him, so it's different.
Hey, you know. It's different. Nah, man, you don't look it, though.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, you look
Right.
58.
I knew, right when I said he lying, I knew he was going to say something
Nah, my
stupid.
guy holding up well, man. Brown don't crack.
Shit.
Oh, now you talk about your own people. That's
I will.
crazy.
I will.
That's crazy.
You'll be 40 looking 70.
Oh, wow.
Jesus, you keep on with the cartons for
Goddamn
2
Oh, he
weeks.
finna see
I
it
want a
too.
light one right now.
Nah, don't you do that.
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for the day that we really have been doing this for so long that he really just say, fuck it, and then light it up.
Oh, that's going. It ain't gonna be
Every
for so
time.
long. I think one episode we're gonna be talking about something. He gonna be like, you know what?
Every time he spark one, I just want
He
to
gonna
punch him in
poke you.
his gut, bro.
Yeah, them
Like,
mother-
put that shit out.
Hey, I
bro.
still got a pack in my freezer that I stole from him.
Man.
The fact that you stole it.
I stole it. I did. I put it in my back pocket.
It was on the table, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it started as a joke. No, it was on a bar. I
He
think.
probably tore that car apart.
Hey, I
I
know.
did.
I
I had to
knew
stop on
it.
the way home.
I knew
I was
it.
pissed.
That's crazy. You stopped to get cigarettes?
Yep.
You couldn't wait till you got home, and because I know you have some at home. Anyway, how was your week, Ken? Good week.
Hey, hold on. What does it feel like when you want a cigarette, bro?
Probably the same as somebody who wants meth and don't have no money.
I don't know. I ain't never did none of that.
That's
So
what
I
I'm
wouldn't
saying.
know. That's what I'm saying. Like, what does it feel like?
Oh, here goes judgmental hour. All right.
This is not
God,
But you know what?
We're not judging. We just asking a
I'm
good
not.
question.
You know how you feel when you want to look at your phone? Like, no bullshit. Like, when you have the urge to look at your phone, that's how I feel when I want to
Like
smoke.
when we smoke, well, like when we doing the pod. Okay, that's not that bad because we know we only gonna be here for
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
long. But I get what you're saying.
Usually, and
Probably
I've-
intensify that by 10.
I've had phone calls saying, like, hey, when you're, like, when I'm doing this, they're like, hey, I can tell you want to smoke. You goddamn right I want to smoke.
That's crazy.
See, I got a foot switch too, but I'm not with them cigs. I just be doing it just cause.
So that's also why I have the caffeine,
Oh wow,
because it at least helps.
it's just bad
bring
on
me
bad
up a
on
little
bad
bit.
on bad on bad.
Wait,
Yeah.
so tobacco brings you down? Like it's a high?
No. Like I need the nicotine it makes the sparks fly in my head.
Boy,
Like, it's all boom, 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 boom. So the caffeine helps too.
I
Y'all
know-
want to know what made some sparks fly in my head? I did shrooms. And when I tell you,
I
you
know.
feel like a melted ice cream cone. I text my best friend. I was like, I felt like Whitney Houston.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Rest in peace, love of life.
when you
But-
said that, you looked like Whitney Houston. The
Yeah,
way
It was so much going on. Yeah, it was.
That girl said, "I felt like Whitney
I
Houston."
felt like Whitney Houston. I really did.
I can
Oh
just
my
imagine,
God.
bro, just shit just going off.
Not
in
us
your
not having no
head
audio
and
because
just-
then it's ain't hit record.
We're gonna find out.
Oh, no.
And we back.
Yeah, we back.
You called yourself Whitney Crackhead. I'm sorry. Rest in peace. Oh my God. Why did I say that?
And I was like,
God. Wait, because you just said that, then you said Whitney, and I just put them together. I don't know why I said that, bro. That's crazy.
people be doing Whitney bad, man.
No, you did that.
I just felt
Oh
like
my God. That's
no, but really,
why did I say? I literally have no idea why my brain said that, bro. Why did I say Whitney Crackhead?
because you're
You,
an
you on
idiot.
shrooms?
That's crazy,
Nah, but
bro.
shrooms hit different though.
Hey, I heard once you take shrooms, like you become like really creative and your brain just be going like all
So,
over the place.
I
Harold and
already-
And you're supposed to write all your shit down
Right.
too, because when you come down, you ain't gonna remember none of that shit.
Harold and
Oh, no,
Kumar.
you definitely remember. I remember all that. But you know what? People should do some fucking on shrooms. Just because
Yeah, I heard
the
you-
way you feel, it's one of the moments where, no joke. But if you look in that mirror,
Fine as fuck.
fine as fuck, that's what it's been doing. This
Big
whole
fucking
time.
fish.
I ain't. It's a big fucking fish.
Right.
I'm not.
But no, and Key was saying like, I don't want to be high no more, and impossible. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm
I don't
serious.
care.
It
I
was
don't
a mess.
That's
Yo.
hilarious.
Yeah, I don't want to get that.
Y'all
high.
know y'all know where that came from?
Yeah, that's the Whitney Houston movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You knew
was-
that? I should have
That's
asked
a,
him.
that's a
I
great
knew over
thing.
that.
Nah, I
And
don't
he
watch
looked
that.
like
great
your
joke.
That's why
I
I
don't
said.
watch that shit.
That was Denzel and Whitney. What's the name?
Nah,
of it?
that
What
was
it?
Cinderella.
Oh yeah, that was Cinderella.
Brandy was Cinderella.
Yeah. That's crazy. Oh my God.
I gotta cut that out. Though.
That was
Nah,
a great
'cause
way to
I was-
open the
They're not
show.
finna
You're
think
not
I'm a
finna cut that
crackhead.
out.
That was a great way to
Nah.
open the show, man. But there's been this story floating around about this NBA player. His name is Andrew Wiggins. If y'all are not familiar with who Andrew Wiggins is, he's a small forward for the Golden State Warriors of the NBA, recent champion. He hasn't been playing this season due to personal reasons.
Okay.
As of recently, last week sometime, reports started coming out that his now girlfriend with 2 children was cheating on him the entire time, and the kids that they have together are more than likely not his.
For his best friend.
And they are for his best friend.
Finally, he gets to see. It was a him pulled on him. I'm sorry.
How can you just automatically think like he one of
I
them guys?
think that's women just serving up a little reparations.
Ouch.
I'm sorry.
Listen,
feeling
You know
bad
what
for
I
him.
find crazy about this story is, like, Andrew Wiggins has a very distinct look,
yeah.
right? Like, if them babies don't look nothing like that, bro, your hand should have been raised a long time ago.
And not only that, like he's African. Like them features gonna eat bowl. Like them features gonna feature. I don't care. Like every African male who's had children with American women, white, I don't care. The features be featuring, and they be popping. I'm talking about they be popping. So when I saw the kids, I was like, ooh,
Hate
yeah.
that for him.
But I put that on the big board because these women have a way. Like this man don't even know how to dribble a basketball right now. Like the man can't even focus enough to play a game that pays his salary to take care of his entire family.
It's cool when they do it.
This lady has hit a neurological
Nah, for real.
She has hit a nerve so big in this man's body that he shut down completely. That's when people get unalived.
Nah, facts. 'Cause
Like y'all gotta cheat. Okay, I get what you're saying. That's women getting they lick back and
I'm not
whatever the case
necessarily
may
saying
be.
women should get their
You just
lick
said
back.
reparations.
I did just because of the situation. But I'm not saying people should be going get a lick back. That's spiteful. But I'm just saying, hey, men been doing it. Men do what they want to do.
I mean, the game is the game, right? And sometimes it ain't fun when the rapper got the gun.
Exactly.
It's cold. It's cold to say it like that, but like
I
I think what's so appealing to this story is that you wouldn't expect this to happen to an NBA superstar.
Right.
Or let me not call him a superstar.
He is.
I'd say a very well decorated NBA player.
No, he's a
superstar.
Four-time
Andrew Wiggins?
Four-time All-Star.
Andrew Wiggins? Superstar?
Four-time All-Star. One-time NBA champ. He should have been the Finals MVP.
But
if
he
Steph
wasn't.
doesn't have that final that 6 or 7.
But he
Anyway,
wasn't.
that's neither here nor there.
But you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like it does
Star.
make
We
the
can go with
story
star.
way more appealing to happen to an NBA star like this, a very well-known NBA star.
My thing is, I don't even care that he's in the NBA. This story is wild, period.
Oh, no, it's definitely messed up, though. Like, not
Man,
the,
you
not
hear
the
this shit
babies,
all the
too.
time in Akers home,
Nah,
bro.
nah, bro.
Oh, wow.
Nah, you don't
wow.
hear, not like this.
Nah, bro.
You don't hear it like this.
Because let it have been one of us.
Bruh.
This just in. Breaking news. Golden State star Kendrick Barnes has committed double murder and
Not
suicide.
double murder.
Nah.
Yeah.
No. Everybody gotta go. The kids.
Everybody gotta go.
Yeah, the kids, everybody.
No, I don't know about the kids.
No, the kids go.
'Cause
no,
you're right,
everybody,
they not lying. Come on.
Everybody go.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's where you send someone mentally when you do something like that.
Yeah, I applaud him. Like, 'cause
Applaud him for what? Because you don't know what we haven't seen him. It's affected him so much that he has not been able to be seen.
But he ain't in jail.
exactly. He ain't down
That's
nobody
probably
yet.
because
That's
they
why
in
I'm
hiding.
applauding him.
Right. But you need to have that same attitude for all the other shit going on with men and women. Not just when they a NBA person and he's so affected he can't
No,
jump the
it
ball.
ain't- it ain't-
People
it ain't-
are affected every single day by the fuck shit that people do.
It ain't about him being an NBA star. Not for me.
Yeah, it's not about.
I can't wake up one day and these kids. I don't know how old they
We're
are.
not talking about young kids. That's the other part too.
They like
They
at
like
least,
3 and 6
Oh,
or
he-
3 and 5,
Yeah,
and they've
I've
been
been loving
together,
on this kid this whole time, and I thought it was mine.
and they've been together for years.
That's tough.
That's different.
That's tough. I mean, it's messed. Even if it was not
Everybody-
a woman doing it, it would be messed up. But that's
Yeah.
what people be doing.
Everybody accidentally falling down the flight of stairs.
Yeah, nah.
Not accidentally.
Accidentally.
Yeah, I'm gonna accidentally shoot that gun so many times. I ain't lying to you. On the other hand, he has a counterpart in the NBA that goes by the name of Ja Morant. I'm sure by now a lot of us have heard this story. This guy,
Goofy.
His circle is trash, bro.
circle's definitely trash, but this guy signs one summer ago, signed a contract for $260 million, has endorsements by recently Nike, Gatorade, all of these different entities he has money coming in from. And now he wants to be a thug.
He's just confused.
No,
Nah.
it
How
ain't-
old is he?
It ain't now.
22?
23? 22?
It ain't now.
And he's
'cause
young.
If you
Like, niggas just be doing stupid shit, period.
because when you
He just
people-
got money.
I wouldn't
But
go
he's
say
going to make a mistake regardless. But young, old, niggas just be doing niggery shit. So he did that just
Wild
because
word.
it's cool. He did that just because he thought it was cool. Just because. Like, that's people do that.
But I think he's just like, maybe he has a father at home. He had.
Trash.
Has been.
Yeah, and mother was there. So what I think it is,
The crazy part about it, I don't mean to cut you off, his father is our age. Ja is only 22. Big Morant, bro, ain't that old. So
What were you saying? Don't cut Ken off, bro.
Period.
Let him get his thought off.
it was to his thought.
it didn't even come out yet.
Yeah, I know. That's why I cut you off before it came out, so it wouldn't come out, and then you can talk.
Yeah, get on his ass same way he get on everybody's ass.
Hey,
See,
told
it
you.
ain't always me.
I mean, everybody cut Ken
We just-
off.
we just-
Go ahead,
Everybody
Ken.
cut-
We
'cause
just-
he
look,
talks
here, look,
slow.
look.
We just
he
had-
talks slow as hell. That's why. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Ken.
I don't even want to talk no more.
we just had 120-second fucking venture.
Man. So anyway, you were talking about his old man, Ken. He had both his parents at home.
His dad not even that old.
Now, what I was gonna say was his parents are at home, and he, people dig up his old social media, And as a young kid, he's posting rap lyrics and saying, things along the line of violence and drugs and things like that. So it's not like something that's new. This is something that he's been wanting to portray. It's just the fact that he just got money and he's he's under a bigger microscope now. So, yeah, it's all coming out and people are starting to see that. And in retrospect, it should have been, stopped because that's not who he is.
For me, being that he's 22, 23, I give the kid some grace. You know what I'm saying? Like, you making dumb decisions. Yeah, the spotlight is on you. It reminds me of Charles Barkley used to say, like, I'm not a role model. You know what I'm saying? So I think looking at it like that, in that lens, I mean, he's just got to learn from it, man. What I will say, though, is like, and I don't know if this is his situation in general or specifically, but just in general, from what I see with, at least with his father's engagement with him, right, it looks like his dad usually checks him. You know what I'm saying? He usually pushes him and stuff like that. So I would just question, like, why he hadn't done it yet, when it comes to stuff like this, or maybe he doesn't see it as a problem. But I, like I said in the beginning, man, I just feel like his circle is trash. His circle is trash, man.
I hear all of that y'all saying.
And sometimes when people get some money and they're young, you don't be thinking right. You just excited. Like, you see his energy is always high anyways. So maybe he just was living in the moment. It was a parade inside his city. Like, it was a lot going on. He accidents. But people aren't going to hold him to an accident. People aren't going to let him be his age and make mistakes and do stupid things that people do when they're that age.
See, and here's where we're going to go into the next topic, because I hear everything y'all saying. Fuck that.
Oh, okay.
He been working his whole life for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
He has idols. There's been people in his corner forever. Stop fucking babying these people, bro. Stop babying these. Yes, you are. You just said, oh, he's
I'm going to show him some grace.
I'm going to show him some grace. No,
that's not
bro.
babying him, though.
No, we've been seeing these. We've been telling him this. People have been telling him this. 2 summers ago, he pulled a strap on a kid while they was in his backyard playing basketball. Like, bro, no, he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He's a
I'm
fucking
not disagreeing
idiot.
with that.
He knows. And an accident, he pulled a strap out of his bag. Pulled it out of his and was in a strip club like that. You're a dumb idiot.
Yeah, he's an idiot for sure. And he
gets no grace.
He's not like that. Because
everybody deserves
that's
grace,
okay.
no,
Exactly.
anybody that's
and
like
I
that. We
feel
all
like-
know
How
somebody
much?
that's like that, right?
I mean, you give grace. People doing worse things than pulling out a gun.
I'm talking
on
about
camera.
Ja
And I
Morant. We've
understand
giving
that.
him. He's had. It's to this point now because he actually got to this point because he's been doing other shit.
Well, then you got to let him crash and burn on his own.
Like, all of this shit has boiled up to this.
You can still give him grace, but if he's doing what he wants to do and he's a repeat offender.
You know why you don't give him grace? And have you guys, you probably haven't because the way you're talking. Have you seen the interview that he gave?
I did.
And did you see what he said? Oh, I'm not like that. I've never done things like this. Shut your bitch ass up.
I'm still going to get a man some grace.
No.
Everybody deserves it, bro.
Nah.
Everybody does.
Nah. You don't get grace for being an idiot. Yeah, y'all
no,
good.
y'all can come
Y'all
in.
good. You don't get grace for being a superstar. Now this guy's a superstar. You don't get grace.
That's the future of the NBA, in my opinion.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You don't get grace when someone gives you $260 million. You get a life-changing atmosphere for your entire family. You get the weight of the world on your shoulders. You get the things that you've always wanted. You don't get grace.
But no. But see, that's exactly why you get grace.
No, that
because
isn't.
you're responsible for 20-something people's livelihoods at that point.
How can you say
But
you get grace? Then you say
everybody
you're
deserves
responsible?
some grace, bro. All right, I'm gonna put it like this: if I have an employee, right, that employee is not doing what they're supposed to do, I'm gonna give them the grace before I fire them, right? Now, eventually, yes, that fuse is gonna burn. It's gonna go all the way down. And kind of like Mel just said, that person is going to crash and burn on their own.
Right.
You have to let them go through that. If for me, One, I really don't care, to be honest with you. I can give two shits about this dude. But I just feel like as a person, everybody is allowed some grace. Everybody is, man.
I disagree, bro. Because, like you said, you have an employee. What if the employee is doing something that's like extremely dangerous and that can take somebody's life? And just like Ja Morant, he's doing stuff that's enticing a danger. It's a dangerous game, bro. We seeing rappers that's being killed left and right. Sean Taylor was nursing an injury in his house and he got shot in his leg and died. So we don't. That's why you don't give him grace, because he can keep portraying his lifestyle and he gonna meet the right one that's gonna really be about that action and take his life. Or in return, he might actually take somebody else's life in fear. That's why you stop him and don't
That's
give
when
him
you
grace.
crashed and burned.
No, but why do you have to get to that point?
Because you
bro?
cannot control that, man.
But no,
you
yes,
can't control that.
Yes, you
I
can.
can't tell Fave what to do. I
told
can't make y'all do what y'all
I
supposed
just
to
told
do.
you he had an interview where he said, "I'm not like that."
But
I understand that, but you cannot make somebody change like
we didn't
that.
say make,
matter,
but
bro.
but
It
you
don't-
don't have to give that person grace because his stage is too big.
You do what you can to help a person, bro. It's not about giving them grace. Grace is trying to help them. Letting them crash and burn is not grace.
I don't
that's
agree.
not. That's like
that's not my
giving a
definition
fuck.
of grace.
Huh?
My definition of grace is not trying to help them.
What do you mean?
It's
That is
understanding
grace.
that they're fucking up. I'm not going to hold you to your fuck up. That's what grace is.
No, bro.
No, because if you actually
I feel
somewhat
like I agree
care.
with Dennis as far as the grace part, but I also feel like his stage is very big, like you said. And I also think for him to be like, "Oh, I'm not really like that," then why are you doing it? But people, that goes back to what I was saying. People just do silly shit just
And
because.
this brings me to my next topic because this is a fucking double standard. It's a double standard, bro. Because somebody on the street toting a pistol
Oh, yeah.
in a club,
Oh, yeah.
you
for
don't
sure.
get no grace.
For sure.
I don't get no grace. If I'm
sure.
in a strip club in a city that don't allow guns, I don't get no
But
grace.
that doesn't mean
I
you
get
don't
20
deserve it.
years.
That
bro,
don't mean you don't deserve the
no,
grace, though.
But you're saying he deserves it because of the stage that he has.
No, that's not what I said.
But you're saying it
No,
because
I'm not.
of it.
No.
Okay, well then
I
he
just
doesn't-
said everybody is allowed grace.
I don't think at the stage in life that he has, the stage in life that where he is, and the stage that he has, he doesn't. No, you cannot allow people with that kind of influence and that kind of power grace because there's too many children, there's too many people looking
role
up to this
model,
guy.
bro.
Bro,
and even
nah,
though the
bullshit.
reference,
He's
even
a
though
role
it don't
model.
matter.
You
It
just said he was
Doesn't
gonna be the
matter,
face of the
bro.
NBA.
It
Yes,
doesn't matter.
It
Everybody
does.
fucks up.
Right.
Everybody
Let me-
fucks up
let
and
me-
is allowed
let me
grace,
show,
bro.
Let me show you
His
how
grace-
this double standard. Hold on, let me show you how this double standard works. If LeBron fucking James was caught in a club, strip club, with a pistol, oh boy, we'll be seeing blimps in the sky right now. Still,
Banners being flown around and shit.
banners, like, bro, he does not deserve it because his stage is too big. He's too influential. We got kids growing hair and dyeing their dreads now and
Hitting it gritty and shit 'cause of him.
on the court because, like, no, he doesn't deserve any grace. You cannot let this guy
And we're
make
not-
it. You have to hold him accountable for everything that he's doing.
not-
And then he's
I'm
not
not-
even really being really punished, bro. You saying what's grace in this sense? Just keep letting him fuck up. We're not saying taking him out the league or nothing like that. He had an 8-game suspension. 6 of that game was time served. That's not no punishment, bro. He right back in the NBA.
Did anybody get hurt?
What do you mean?
It doesn't
this
matter.
time.
Oh.
This time. Bro, we work at the same
Until-
we work at the
until-
same
listen,
place, bro.
but hold on,
We
hold
work
on,
at
hold
the
on.
same place.
If
I
until
continue-
somebody gets hurt,
Then
then
it's
we can
okay.
have a different discussion.
No, then that's
Nobody got hurt in this.
No,
The
we
kid
can't.
made a dumbass decision,
No, bro.
made a dumbass mistake.
Fuck no.
I am going to allow him some grace.
No, because somebody didn't get hurt this time. Okay, next time he dies. A teammate dies. That has nothing to do with it. Okay, then what do you do? Well, Ja been doing this all a long time. Why y'all stopping now? No, you should have stopped it a long time ago.
How many times have y'all driven home drunk?
Plenty of times.
Too many
Okay,
times.
but
I wake
you're
up
going to
and
continue to do so,
no,
right?
I wake up the next morning every time and tell myself that was stupid as fuck.
The last time I did that and I realized I didn't know how I got home, that was the last time.
Exactly.
That was the last
That shit's
time.
not cool. I get on everybody's ass about that, bro.
And-
that shit's not cool.
And the what Josh should have looked back on, and he has like this scenario has happened. This is not new.
Mm-hmm.
Gilbert Arenas has not dribbled a basketball for an NBA team since he's brought a pistol on NBA property. So it's there. This guy knows, bro. He's not crazy. He sat up here and he told us, I know, I'm aware, I know who I am. I'm not that. I was trying to be something that I'm not. You do not get this grace that you so want to give someone because we give it to
I am
him.
going to continue to.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But then when your stepson and my son, he had a Ja Morant jersey on his Christmas list. His dreads hanging. I catch my son with a pistol, that's going to be his last pistol because I'm going to break all his fucking fingers.
But, see, me and you look at it completely different. Then.
No, you can't.
Because
you have to look at it like that.
No, because if you're teaching the right thing, if you're teaching the right thing in the house, then you don't see that.
We just said he got a father who was there and he taught him the right things.
But are we not talking about him? I'm talking about you, talking about my stepson and your son. That is where I hold you accountable.
Influential.
And did I not just say that I don't feel his dad has checked him?
What do you mean?
You said he did. You said he did.
I just said I'm asking why has he not checked him in this?
We don't.
I just said that earlier.
We don't know
but
if he
that's
did
what
or
I'm
not.
saying.
Bro,
But why has it come to this at this point? That
No.
should have been something that should have been dead a long time ago.
he's
Like
too
I said,
influential. He's too influential,
Look,
bro.
in my opinion, everybody deserves some grace.
When you have a stage as such, I disagree.
hold on. What is grace in this case? Like, what's your example?
You
Like,
understand that somebody fucked up and they can move on, bro.
okay, but you don't know. Like,
I don't know. Because I don't know this person
he
personally.
needs to be reprimanded in some type of way.
Me saying that
Other
I'm
than-
going to give him grace,
8-game suspension,
I don't give two fucks about this dude.
and that's why you saying.
So
give
I'm
him
only
grace.
saying give him the grace in the situation.
I give two fucks
Now,
because
holding y'all accountable to something is completely different because y'all are my friends. You see what I'm saying?
I
Like
give
that's
two
where it's
fucks.
like, all right, I'm still gonna allow you some grace because I'm always gonna ride for y'all.
No, bro.
But
Anybody that I see,
I don't care enough about this dude to give you
and that's where it
to
is.
break this all the way down.
And that's where the line is.
it's
drawn.
it's
Like,
not even
it's-
about caring about him personally. It's about what he has the influence to do to others. I'm a coach, bro. I'm with kids. I see the influence. I know what's going on out here. They look to these guys. Everything that these guys are doing, they want to imitate them. They want to be them. They want to do everything that these players are doing, bro. So no, I'm going to make you be who you need to be for these kids and for yourself, bro, for your family.
It's bigger
I don't
than
care.
Nino
It's
Brown.
bigger than just the name Ja Morant. He has too many people looking up to him, wanting to be him, wanting to do everything that he does for him to be so stupid that he's willing to go to a club and flash a pistol, take a pistol on a plane. You know how many kids are like, oh shit, Ja really
but,
like
but
that.
Y'all are okay. So for y'all, it's just a straight up zero tolerance at all points.
For people of that caliber, it has to be.
Nah, I disagree.
I'm not saying kill his career because
Exactly.
of it.
I just said that. Like,
I'm not saying end all, be all because of it.
And
I'm
again,
saying,
to sum all this up, because I don't want to stay on this. I'm not saying the dude's not dumb for doing it. I understand that he's dumb. I understand that he's a child still, and he's making dumb mistakes. That is me giving him the grace. Me understanding that he's fucking up.
right.
But
You
I don't
can
give a fuck about that.
But I can understand.
I ain't saying to pull him out the league
I
or
can
nothing like
understand
that.
that he's fucking up, but I can also understand that I know this guy is aware of what he's doing. He's doing it because he wants to, and he's neglecting the fact that his stage is as big as it is.
so basically, since we all saying we don't want his career to be killed, right? But Dennis is saying give him grace, as in, yeah, he fucked up, but I'm gonna
And I
trust him.
can't.
No. He's saying he fucked up, but I'm gonna trust him not to fuck up again. Okay,
I never
but
said
that,
that.
but so what are you saying by saying
what-
giving
what
him
I was
grace?
saying-
What are you saying?
The
Because
reason why
I don't
was
understand
agreeing
at this
with him
point.
is because I do agree with him. Everyone does deserve grace to make a better decision and move forward. However, the reason why I was saying he's young and he made a mistake is because I kind of think any mistake should be held at the same caliber of anything. The same way you expect him to be a good influence for your kids with gun violence and just awareness, it should be like that with every other thing that is influential to children.
But that's the
And
double
people
standard.
ain't- Then what we really talking about?
That's the
then?
double standard. Nobody sees what I do. Nobody. I don't have 10 million followers.
Right.
I don't have
Yeah.
$300 million.
Well, I wasn't
Yeah.
just speaking on the social media term.
No,
I was
I'm
just
saying
that
I get
things-
what you're
yeah.
saying, but it's a double standard because I'm in my household with my son. You don't see the conversations that I have.
Right.
You don't see the conversations that I have. You don't. Nobody sees this. Nobody can see it. Everybody can see. His life is on a stage right now. And it means so much more than what I can tell two groups of kids. Sorry, that was the people that they were saying peace again. I guess that wine getting to them.
Right.
But it's more than what I can tell two groups of kids in one single gym than he can get on a live with a pistol and those kids say, oh, Ja Morant really like that. Mm-hmm. Hey, boy, that boy really like that. We need to get us a tool. You better believe some conversations like that was had. Hey, boy, we got to get us the thing. Boy, that boy Ja Morant, he out here.
I feel like if that's the case, everyone with a platform, whether they're promoting guns, whether they're promoting drugs, whether they're promoting sex, it's the same thing.
I blame rap. I blame rap music.
So I just feel like
guys, listen to more R&B. I'm telling y'all, man.
I don't know about that. But I'm just saying, that's the only reason why I'm saying I think he should have some grace. Is because, yes, you're saying this is an influential thing and children are going to say, let's go get this, let's go do that. But there's a lot of things going on with a lot of people with a lot of platforms that shouldn't be showing that to children. Matter of fact, not even just children, people shouldn't be doing what they're doing, but they're doing it.
And they don't deserve that either. I think when your stage is set and your stage is so big, you have to be accountable for the things that you do. Good, bad, evil, or ugly.
Stage or not, you should be accountable for the things you do.
Yes, but when you have that stage, I agree. I'm not disagreeing. It's just a double standard because people can't see us.
But there will always be a double standard, bro.
Of course.
Always. Whether it's rich, poor, men, women, black, white.
Or not, you should be promoting the same things regardless. I understand. You should want a straight line regardless.
Yeah, I mean,
even going to this situation, even with little Mr. Andrew, it should be you want to promote what should be right, period. And if not, then it is what it is.
Yeah, and for me, this just goes back to me feeling like, again, like there's just way more good in people than people think. So do I think that in the end, right, allow this man some grace, allow him to bounce back from this. There's a bigger lesson in this than he has ever given us or given the kids, I'll say, in the last, how many years he's been in the league? 4 years?
3
years? 4 years, something, whatever it is. In the last 4 years, this can be the biggest example that he can set for kids. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it can be. I agree, but that's why you cannot allow
let me say it like this, the biggest learning example.
Yeah, but that's why you can't allow this guy any more fuck-ups. Can't allow it. I don't care. This is it.
But a repeat offender.
And this is I'm telling y'all, this is the biggest thing. It escalated to this. It's been going on for so long, the things that he's been doing. So they said, oh no, we gotta get a hold of this guy now.
Question then. When we was talking about Chris Brown, you ain't had that energy.
Chris Brown did it one time.
Oh, did he? Did he?
That we can prove.
Does he?
All of the others were allegations. Hey, who said the allegations?
Multiple settlements with women he's been aggressive with and violent with. Has he been shown evidence and proof in court on court docs that has allowed Carucci to have an ongoing restraining order against him, not just a temporary one? Because you are known to be aggressive and violent, and you can't control your emotions.
No. We don't have access.
Now it's different.
I'm not saying it's different. We don't have, bro. We can bring the footage. Everybody was on CB's dick. Don't do that. We all was up here in agreement, no, they shouldn't be doing it. Don't do that.
I just said people deserve grace, so I'm sticking to what I said. No, even with him.
What you're saying now is that it's different. No, I'm not saying that it's different. We don't know. We don't have access to these court documents. That's just an opinion that you just said.
You can look them up.
You can say the same thing with the Ja Morant stuff then.
No, that shit is public. We saw it.
Court docs are public. You can look them up. They're public.
We saw the gun.
Yes, we saw the gun. That's all we needed to see.
But compare the two though, right? We saw Rihanna. We saw the gun.
And not just Rihanna. Court docs are public record. They're not, people just ain't looking it up. He has done it multiple times. Yes, I'm saying he deserves grace, just like I said it then. But what I'm saying is, keep the same energy.
What energy though?
That's what I'm saying. Like what y'all saying grace? What are y'all define what y'all
energy
mean by
are you talking
grace?
About? Because
I don't understand. You said because of his platform, because of his stage, you should be providing a proper influence.
Yes.
You shouldn't be doing X, Y, and Z.
Yes.
The same thing could be said about Chris
I
Brown.
condemned Chris Brown. I'm saying the things that are happening to Chris Brown now, not being able to go to the like, what are we talking about here? We're not talking about the same thing. Should Chris Brown still not be invited or get his invite took from the VMAs just because something he did 20 years ago?
That.
No, that's grace being provided
grace to a multiple offender. And
but
he is, though, regardless, he is. He has shown an aggressive behavior multiple times, just how he pulled a gun out on the children. Now he got a gun at the strip club. You're a repeat offender.
And he had somebody point like a laser beam at the NBA Pacers bus after a game.
Listen, man, this guy's done a lot. Chris
He pulled
Brown
up to a basketball game.
I don't
volleyball
recall
game for his
Chris
sister.
Brown out here. Yeah, he got caught whooping on this girl. We condemned him for that for years. People are still condemning him for that. Hey, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. Do I agree?
You get what I was saying, though, right? Okay.
I get what you're saying. I'm
don't.
understanding
I said it
what you're
multiple
saying.
times. I don't understand.
But what are we talking about? You're saying it as if we didn't condemn him. You're saying
What
it
she's
as
saying, what she's saying is the same grace that you are giving Chris
repeat
Brown.
offender.
You should allow Ja Morant the same grace as what she's saying.
bro.
All it is no matter what we're talking about, we're saying in the end is people are allowed grace. Like that's it.
No,
I'm done with it.
no,
That was literally my underlying statement.
no.
But
It doesn't matter
all
because
right, we cannot stay on this.
wait, you
Stop
brought up
explaining myself. I mean,
Period. Not myself. We can't. Okay.
Rainbow community.
oh man,
Why you?
we've been on this shit for fucking 15 minutes.
What did you talking about? Rainbow community.
I was talking to him, not you. Hey, but I'm not gonna keep on explaining myself.
Neither am I. I'm
Babe.
done.
I ain't gonna keep on explaining
You
myself
got to tell me. I said 3 times. I don't understand what you mean by grace, and they ain't got an answer yet. So obviously,
because they don't know.
We've explained it.
No, you ain't explain
Multiple
yourself.
times.
they didn't. But go
Bruh,
ahead.
please in the comments drop if you understood the right side of the podcast or the left side of the
They're
podcast.
not gonna. I whoop you like I whooped your ass so bad in the argument that you wanted to move on. Look, your
Nah,
head
because
hurting.
you clipped it. You
Now
clipped
your
it.
head hurting.
Your head- like I whooped your ass so bad, your head hurting. Right
I
now.
think he just I don't think nobody want to yell with your ass, Fave.
I'm like that. When you him, you him.
Insane.
Nah, it's
You
just
like
that we've said the same thing 5 different times.
Exactly.
Him
How many
Coleman.
times?
So,
How many times is you gonna say the same thing over and over again?
Nah,
we can
because
agree
y'all
to,
don't-
we
y'all
can
don't-
agree
but
to
what is winning for
disagree.
you? You're saying that you won this argument. What is
Ain't
winning
shit
for
happened.
you?
Ain't shit changed.
In the aspect of what's on the big board, it wasn't. You know how I just whooped your ass in this argument.
But you didn't. We just have opposing opinions. There was no goal or there was
You
no
tried
right.
to bring Chris Brown in this, and we
Because
was talking
I
about
was
him.
She was
simply
giving a
saying-
different example.
Exactly.
Bro, but we don't know that he was aggressive with multiple other women.
How do we not?
I don't know that.
Look it up.
I don't
the
know
same
that.
way you take your time to find
I
out
don't
all
know
these
that
facts
job
about,
2-piece that 17-year-old.
Oh yeah, you know it's.
I ain't see it.
It's footage
and
I ain't
it's
see it.
public
I saw it.
record, court docs with
that
the
he
evidence.
hit someone.
People have submitted numerous feeds
That
of
he hit them.
evidence that he has
'Cause
hit
it-
them.
They gonna do it. They gonna do that. They gonna do that now because that's on his
Let's remove
jacket.
both of them though. You can make the same argument with Trey Songz and all the abusive stuff that Trey Songz does.
And ain't nobody. Trey Songz ain't been to jail.
That's
ain't
what I'm
been
saying, like,
arrested.
like,
R.
so-
Kelly wasn't in jail and he pissed on a child on tape. Be
There's
fucking
tape.
for real.
We ain't doing that. I'm
Yo, now you-
I'm
now
gonna
you-
respect. No.
Look, all right.
I'm gonna respectfully decline about that.
To sum up this conversation, right? People, in my opinion, people are allowed some grace when they have some fuck ups.
What's
I'm not gonna keep it at one. I'm not gonna say like how many people are allowed some grace. Meaning, I understand that you fucked up, and I am not gonna hold you to your fuck up. You can better yourself after that. That is allowing somebody some grace.
But I'm also saying, even though I agree with Dennis's underlying statement of grace, I also am that same person that is not saying you're wrong, Fave, or Ken, that is saying after multiple times, you have a platform, like you said, and they should be, I'm not going to say condemned, but they should have some type of punishment for whatever they're doing. Whether it's a suspension, whether it's a fine, or whether you're not invited to the VMAs based off your choices. Is it right? No. But I think it should be even across the board. Not just if platform, no platform, double standard, no. I think it should be even across, or we're supposed to give them grace. If not, then, hey.
In 20 years, if Ja Morant isn't allowed to go. What is it? The ESPYs? Is it the ESPYs for if he isn't allowed to go to the ESPYs because of this? I know fucking something. You you're gonna be shitting
what
me
he's saying right now.
You know what I'm saying. That's okay. You can play stupid.
No, I get
So
what
you're
you're
saying-
I know he do too.
No. But no, I want you to explain it.
I don't have
He's
to.
saying.
I want
So-
you to explain
so-
what grace is, bro.
so-
I just fucking explained grace 5 different times.
So this-
you
I
did
get
not,
turned
bro. God.
So
Did he
this,
explain it? I
so
didn't
this,
explain
so
it.
this young man went viral for basically shaming Ashanti for being 42 with no kids and not being married.
Okay.
Why do men believe that a woman's happiness lies in having a kid or being married or something like that? Why?
Because that's the only time women are valuable to people. That's why.
Oh shit.
That's why we're not given.
Do you believe that?
Absolutely not. But it doesn't matter what you think as a woman. Now what?
Next subject.
I'm just keeping it a beam with y'all. At the end of the day, you are only valuable when you are a wife or you can bring life into the
To
world.
reproduce.
To
That's
reproduce.
Here's my thing.
And speaking up about it or saying, oh, that's not right, because there's so many factors on why women are unmarried with children, specifically a black woman. And I hate that he did it to Ashanti, but of course it's going to be a black woman that somebody throws under the bus. But
Go ahead.
no, we ain't got no voice. We do a lot of talking, but it don't matter. Go ahead.
My short and sweet answer to this is not every woman wants to bear children.
Right. But
Not every woman wants to marry you no good ass niggas.
nobody's thinking about it like that, though.
You know what I mean? And this is just what my thoughts on it. This is just what I have to say about it. Not everybody says my life is complete once my husband finds me and we have kids and we get a white picket fence. Not every woman wants that, especially now.
Yeah, and for somebody like her who has had access to some very high profile men,
Yeah, and has
and
dated
never
them.
settled, like it says a lot.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
she's
And
had.
to be honest, if you going up on the stage of never settling, you ain't never gonna have no man. Because you're gonna settle. Either he lying, he cheating, he short, he bald, he something. You're gonna settle somewhere.
No.
Unless you are Miss Savannah. And you just lust
see,
up,
the
and
double
even
standard.
him, and even him, you see that
double-
roof.
Oh
So,
my God! See
at
the
end
double
of
standard.
and you're right, but I'm saying unless you are someone that lucked up and was able to be a black woman, not even matter of fact, fuck it, not even black woman, just be a woman. Find a man that makes a certain amount of money. You get treated a certain way. You are at a certain caliber in life. You do not get those options often, and that is an anomaly. Other than that, if you are a regular person, you're going to have to settle in some degree, or you're not going to be married. And even with Ashanti, high-profile men. And even with high-profile men, how do we know that she even really didn't settle? Because the more money men have, the wider their dating pool goes for women. And when women get more money, the smaller their dating pool goes. And it's even if you broke, the dating pool is still short and small because it's shitty. So what are we really saying here?
See, my opinion about the Ashanti and 42 and no kids, it stays the same. But when you start talking about, the settling, I get it. But there's some not rich, just happy to be together, black couples. Everybody goes through things, but not just black, like you said, all couples. Mm-hmm. There's people out here who are genuinely happy with the people that chose them and they chose.
And that's
who chose
genuinely 3%.
and I also feel like
it's
some
a percentage.
people are happier and better human beings when they're not in a relationship. Some people will live their whole life loving themselves so much that they don't need somebody else in their life.
And that's fine. That's okay. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ashanti may be one of them people.
Ashanti's fine.
And she fine in her line.
And being fine don't matter.
It don't.
And
but
she know that, and she fine.
And that's the thing. We don't. And this is the other thing. She might have a life partner that we don't know about.
Right.
She might be one of those people who we can't judge people off of social media alone, like just because we see their life every now and then.
Right.
And Ken, what you think about it?
Hold on. Keep talking.
Nigga did a pick it like that. But that's my opinion on it. And I really honestly believe you don't necessarily have to settle.
You don't have to settle. You don't have to procreate. You don't have to be tied down. Like, if you're happy, you're happy. Because I don't think anybody's going to sit here and judge a man the same way, bro.
And they don't.
So
Men get to
it's
do
like,
what they want.
Yeah, and it sucks. And like I said earlier, there's a double standard. There's always going to be a double standard. But personally, hey, 42 looking that good, bro, you do whatever you want.
Yeah, and I think that's more so of the reason, like you just said, just to attest to what Mel just said. Her dating pool is small, and she's had her fair share of high-profile men. Exactly. She probably just don't want to go back through the whole
headache of it all.
Yeah, she ever dated Mexican?
She did.
Who?
Fat Joe.
Man, Fat Joe ain't Mexican.
Not Fat Joe. What's the other one?
Irv Gotti.
Irv Gotti.
Irv Gotti ain't Mexican.
Yes, he is.
That's funny.
Yes, he is. But don't do that. You gonna disown your people?
Yep.
Wow,
Not yep.
That's crazy.
But
you mad because you wasn't it.
And I also, with that being said, I think that
I'm
nowadays you end up being single longer than what women did before, honestly, anyways. Because you got to continue, just using myself, for example, I have to continue to date, continue to just really go in the cycle around and around and around. And time doesn't wait on nobody.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you really might have just been trying to find your person. But before you know it, you 42, might still be fine, might have no kids. But that entire time you were putting, your best foot forward. It just didn't work out.
And that brings me to this, right? When you're in a situation, you don't realize how good that situation is because you're there.
Sometimes you don't realize how bad it is either.
Yeah, you don't realize how because you in it. You know what I mean? And I said that because I want to go into that because you like, let's just say, for instance, you had someone.
Right.
And you don't know how good that person was to you or for you until you don't have them no more. And you're on the outside looking in and you can't get back through that door because they've closed it on you.
Right. I mean, but some people don't care about that. You know that, right? Like, some people, you could treat somebody great and they'll say it out their own mouth like, I don't care how good nobody treat me.
No, I'm at the point of my life.
They want to do.
Yeah, you're right. I'm at the point of my life, though, where I can admit to you that I was the problem. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely the problem. I was the problem. And I can say that wholeheartedly to whatever the case may have been. When I go back and I look at it, if I was in fact the issue, I can look at it and say, I was the issue. I was wrong. I apologize. I'm not necessarily trying to get that situation back or go back into that situation, but I can wholeheartedly say I was the issue.
I mean, when people like take accountability and say they were the problem, the only part about that just be stumping me is when you meet somebody, let's like say it's a brand new situation, right? You meet somebody and they're nice to you, they're good to you or whatever. They're not doing anything. They're trying to treat you as best as they can. Why does no like alarm or alert go off in your head when you're on the way to meet them, when you met them, when you're dealing with them, that, I'm the problem. This is probably not going to work out right because I already know, how I am or what I do.
Because, again, you're in it.
I guess I just look at it different. If I know that my intentions are not good, hypothetically speaking, I'm not going to go download Hinge and say I want to meet somebody, but I know I really don't want to meet nobody, that I'm just really just trying to lay up with somebody, or I'm trying to find a company or a companion until I hop to the next city or whatever the case may be. People know what they're doing. They just wait until they feel like being adult enough to accept the accountability for what they did.
I think this is selfish. Fuck, I couldn't say that. I think people are selfish. That's why.
Oh, for sure.
That's why. I mean, if you know you're a constant fuck up in whatever situation. I don't even fuck up.
I'm sorry.
As soon as that throat face.
No, because you was doing well.
Bro,
It was like you was wrong.
That's not the focus, bro.
I know. I'm sorry, bro. Dang, forgive me, bro.
Oh, you want some grace?
No,
I
don't want no grace. I'm just.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, bro. I swear, I'm so sorry.
Go ahead, bro. I don't remember what I was saying.
You were saying it's selfish.
It's selfish. People are selfish.
Yeah, because if you know you a piece of shit, like coming out your last situation and you haven't done the work to change yourself or change what you was doing, and you're just going to go into the next situation with the same mindset, and you going to fuck over the next person, you're selfish.
Yeah. I think that there's a difference, though, right? There's a difference in knowing that you're selfish and wanting to change. Yeah. I mean, when I was selfish, Sometimes I still am.
Okay.
When I get very selfish, like I know that I'm selfish, and I know that I'm gonna do things for me, and I also feel like there's some situations that it's okay to be selfish, right? But in the sense that we're talking about, yeah, you have to, one, be able to identify that you're selfish, and then also be willing to change the fact that you don't want to do this like this anymore. Until that, I mean,
I feel
you're
like
gonna have
it's okay
this
to be selfish
at all
up until you are involving other people. Because
Exactly.
a guy told me one time, he was like, he had his fair share of quote unquote good girls, and he knew they were. But the difference between then and now is then he didn't give a damn that they were good girls. He didn't care that he was literally fucking over people just for his own leisure, until he got older and realized, like, what am I going around? Like, I knew I didn't want nothing when I went to meet her. I know I didn't want anything when I continued to go out with her. And I just literally was okay with damaging somebody that didn't do nothing wrong to me.
Men and women the same do that, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? You go into situations wanting and thinking and knowing exactly what you want out of this person. Like, for instance, we see it all the time. Women have men saved in their phone. One is for dinners. One is for if I need to cash out for lunch. One is nails. One is hair. Like, men have the same thing. Oh, I got the head monster. Oh, I got the one that get wet without even saying nothing to her. Like, we know these things. And so when your mind is set up like that, it's so hard when you actually meet someone who's ready. And they want that, not because you're not ready. Right. You still have, if you have a phone set up for these different things in your phone, like, you're not ready for it, but you're not gonna tell this person that for the simple fact that you want to go get what you can get out of them just because they saying they ready for you.
Yeah, that's the fucked up part, because nobody steps up and takes the responsibility of saying, "Hey, you're great. I'm not ready for you."
Yeah,
and until people get to that point, then they're gonna constantly be like, hurting people, and they're gonna constantly be selfish. And
but see, like, that's when like the villain in me be like lurking and seeking, because I feel like you already knew you were like that, and you just were cool with doing whatever it was you did. I wish nothing but bad on you, and I hope all your future endeavors fail, and every blessing is blocked.
There can also be the one person that sparks the right way to live in you too.
The change.
Yeah.
I feel like before you ask anybody to spark something, you got to want to be better yourself. Because
right.
someone could inspire you to do something, but you're still going to fall short because that is not something that you as a person wanted to do for you in your life and whoever you encounter.
But you also got to go through it too, right? Like, you got to understand that not everything is always for pleasure, let's say, right? Everything's always not to gain the sex part of it, right? But that comes with time. That comes with feelings, understanding your feelings, dealing with certain traumas. I mean, that you're asking a lot, for somebody to take on, and not everybody's always ready for it.
I mean, even if you take sexual things out of it, like, I think you should not request anybody's energy that you want to leech off of, even if it's not sexual. Go find somebody else to do it. Go find somebody that's on the same page as you are. Don't present something that is not your intention. Do not follow through with that, and it is not your intention, and then decide, oh, now I'm going to tell them. You probably already knew that.
But at what age can you say that you understood, man, I have to protect my energy?
It's not specific to age.
Honestly, I really haven't learned that until like 26, 27 now.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by that, right?
But
like,
I never was. But
you
I was
get
smart
to that point.
enough.
I
was smart enough to know that I'm not bringing people in for my own selfish reasons. I'm not damaging people for the fun of it. I've never done that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
I'm sorry. Like, I mean, it happens, right?
It's
and
just not age
you don't go
specific.
into it
But
with
I
that
also
though, with that
think that
intention. Like, it's
you have to go through things, and when you sit down and realize and say, okay, I'm tired of this, I'm ready for real, then that's when you start doing what we're talking about here. That's when you start saying, I'm not playing with people's feelings. I'm not going to allow people to play with my feelings.
Things have to crash and burn
It's
first.
not even that. You just have to go through enough bullshit. You have to go through enough bullshit, and say I'm not going through no more bullshit.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all it is.
I think there's like, I always think there's like a split of people. And I do agree with a lot of what y'all are saying, but I also think there is a person out there that it has nothing to do with age. It has nothing to do with time. Some people like get a kick out of doing that. You know that,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
some
sure.
people, and
I ain't
like,
gonna discount that at all.
and I think a lot of times people, men and women, do things because there's no repercussion to it. But if somebody really just followed you up with every shitty thing you did, life handed you something shitty back, or somebody whooped your ass for the decision you chose to make, you wouldn't make it no more.
Yeah, that's why you don't give them no grace.
Boy, you my motherfucker. I was thinking the same exact thing.
But
feel
all right,
me?
but
This
you
side-
have been allowed grace in your life.
Of course.
Okay, so that's why you deserve it.
Should I have the?
Keep
Anyway.
going, keep going.
Should I have been allowed that grace?
Yes.
Sit down.
but
I'm
hold
man
on.
enough now to say no. I shouldn't have been allowed that grace.
Adam
Because he was
ate the
allowed,
apple.
and because he was allowed that grace,
I
he
kept doing
it
the
over
same-
and over
Adam
and over.
ate the apple.
Keep on letting the motherfuckers show you who they are. They gonna keep on shitting on your motherfucking head.
And now remember, I said I do think people should be allowed grace after a mistake. However, I do also believe a repeat offender is probably just like that.
I'm telling you,
So,
that's who they
I-
are.
Yeah, I'm
Where
just
my
saying.
cigarettes at?
Nah,
That's
no,
not
we
what
doing
my
that.
cigarette said.
I'm trying to smoke because you backed into a corner now.
I'm not. I
But-
stand on it.
but-
I
but-
stand on it.
But for-
I stand on it.
Stand over there and smoke that cigarette too.
It's just us. We can do what we want.
For me, with this whole topic, what we're talking about, it comes back to self-awareness, right?
Yeah.
You have to be aware of what kind of human that you are in the area of life that you're in.
Right.
Because if you don't know you, then you just gonna be out here like y'all saying. You're gonna be out here running over people.
Yeah, if you're blinded by your pleasures, you will never feel any empathy to anybody else.
It goes heart, mind, not mind, heart. Remember that. I'm telling you, it goes heart, mind. Your heart's gonna tell you whatever your heart is telling your mind to do.
I don't know.
That I'm telling you, every
I have
time.
to think about that.
If it comes here, and then it's send what you looking at?
Because for me, heart
So disgusting.
to me, heart is feeling, brain is logic.
That's why what we're doing here. We're trying to argue our logic. We're trying to make people understand logically what we mean by what we're sitting here saying. But our heart actually knows exactly what our heart actually knows.
But I was gonna say the last thing you said, talking about awareness,
Oh yeah.
and I'm just saying, like, I don't like to think that people are not aware. To a certain degree, I feel like, yeah, you might, minds change, things change, but I do think for the most part, people just be doing shit because they want to do it.
And that takes me to this point, right? And more so, and I'm pretty sure you'll have a lot to say about this one too, Mel. But this is more so on men. This is more so on men.
It's a lie anyways. Go ahead.
It's not a lie.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
I'm
but-
gonna tell you why. Go ahead.
But us men, as long as women are in survival mode, as long as they have to be the one to step out in front of everything that life throws, we're never going to get the best part of them. We're never going to get the best part of a woman if she's always in a fighting stance.
I agree. I also think that as men, right, we have to be willing to accept the fact that a woman is in survival mode, and if we really want to help, we have to be able to navigate through it, right? We have to figure out that woman and how we can help, because when you find the right one and you do want her to know that, you know, you don't have to have your guard up at all times. Like, it takes a lot of work and a lot of patience, persistence. You know, you have to be very consistent at trying to knock down that wall and get in, and also allowing her to see, hey, I'm here for you as well.
My thing about it is women actually don't want to be in survival mode.
no shit.
They don't want to be out here with their guard up all the time. They don't want to have to foot the bill with everything. They don't want to have to make all of the arrangements for the kids. They don't want to be in the spaces that they're in. But that's solely up to us. Mm-hmm. What are we going to do to change the trajectory of what's going on in our homes, in life, period? You're not going to be able to impact everybody, but in your general circle and things that you can control, I feel like we have to start setting different examples. We have to start setting different narratives for people who we're around and people who we love. It starts there for me.
You was waiting on me?
No, I was waiting on anybody who has something else to say.
But I was going to say, I think just as far as the whole survival thing, as far as Dennis said when you find the right one, I think that starts way before the right one. I think as a whole, men should just be more aware of what tone they're setting for every woman they come across. Because it's not just the woman you end up with, it's every woman you've impacted. And then that baggage she has to, fix or change, or just having to work on getting the chip off your shoulder that you didn't even ask for.
Yeah. It is up to men to step up, but also women have to realize, even though you fighting, like, look around you. If that man is there, helping you with the kids, if that's what you need,
right.
Take a step back. If he's, has the extra money to help you out with bills, take a step back. Realize that somebody else is in your corner. You don't have to do it all by yourself all the time. We get it. Y'all are just as strong as us in some cases, but you don't always have to be. It's men out here that are more willing and able to help you get through whatever you're going through. To help you out in life. Shit, we all need help in some type of way.
Is
For
it?
sure.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Hey, what I'll say is,
your knight in shining armor gonna show up one day.
I'm not even speaking on that deep of a term. I'm saying just on literally from everything, even friendships, just with women. I don't really think people paying attention.
Yeah.
And it's just making look around. I know men have been doing what they want to do. Matter of fact, not even just men. People have been doing what they want to do since the beginning of time. But the shift that's going on right now, specifically with women, they're overly masculine. They're overly angrily. Overly angry. I know, right? Overly angry. Just overly disappointed. Overly sad. I very rarely, almost any woman I come across, even if I'm just meeting them, friend groups are mixing, it is very rare that you're going to just find one that isn't talking about trying to work on being happy. Yeah. Majority of them have had something repeatedly go on. And even when you try to be aware and accountable of what's happening around you, because now I'm not going to just allow someone to be in my life that you switching up, you're just chaotic. I'm obviously going to just say, okay, I'm going to move on. But as a whole, talking to that many women, being around that many women, I don't think it's a coincidence that it's not looking good. You either mad or you're deeply depressed.
Be man enough and be woman enough. Be man enough to step up in areas where you know that you should be stepping up in. If you know that this woman is lacking in this area, be man enough to step up in it.
Right.
And be man enough to say that, hey, I'm not there right now. I can't step up in that area. And be woman enough to know and to be able to recognize that a man is stepping up into these things for you. Because a lot of times women will fight these men off when they're trying to do these things, right? A lot of times these women will look at a man get up and go to work and try to help you and fighting for you every day and go, it's just not enough. You know what I mean? Be woman enough to say, oh, yeah, this man is a trying man. This man is a go-getter. This man is willing to put his pride aside and go up and step up for me. He's doing these things for me. Now, I'm not saying settle, as we spoke about earlier.
Right.
I'm saying be woman enough to recognize that a man is stepping up or at least is trying.
Of course. I mean, I feel like that's easier. That's the easiest part of it to do, is to just give somebody reassurance and acknowledgement. But I don't know. I mean, and I'm not saying just men fall short, because women fall short, I may not have given somebody all their accolades and whatnot for their effort when I could have done more. But I don't know. I think it varies situation to situation.
It's not always about receiving a medal. It's not always about getting a trophy. It's about being able to say or realize or know that, hey, I can drop my guards here.
Right.
This man is, in fact, doing what he told me he'd do.
But you know what? Okay. Going into the whole survival mode thing. Honestly, when I've, like, it could be a man that I met one time. And, like, just the way he is, I don't be feeling like I have to be in that mode. I don't ever feel like I have to do anything outside of just be a woman and exist. And I love when I meet those people. Is it often? No.
Yeah,
but it has happened to where he doesn't even give me any other energy besides sit back and relax.
And again, masculine energy doesn't have to be rah-rah.
Oh, yeah, no.
It don't have to be, oh, big, I'm this. It don't have to be that, bro. It's okay to be.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it has to do with maturity, mental maturity, and acceptance, right? Mental maturity from both parties, meaning, hey, we both understand where we both are mentally, where we're both going wrong, where we're both going right. And once in this situation, once the man is showing, hey, I am some type of security for you, the woman being able to accept it, right? Because without the acceptance part of it, she'll always be in survival mode. She has to accept that man for the security or that he's providing, let's say.
So the last point I want to talk about is having a poor mind frame. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking about per se monetary. You know, I'm not talking about just money. I'm just saying in general. For whatever reason, we have, like right now, we have this aura and this thing about us that nothing is never enough. Nothing that any of us do is never enough, right? And I feel like that has to do with knowing so much now. We have access to so much right now.
Right.
Like, we can literally figure out anything about anything that we want to. So it's telling us that everything that we're doing and whatever we're getting into is not enough. Oh, I need to do more. I need to do more. I need to find something else. I need to have 10 streams of income. Oh, this job is not paying me enough because I need to be doing this. I need to be doing that. And I just feel like that's a poor mind frame to have. Because I feel like if you lock in on a dream that you have, or you lock in on one thing that you believe in and your heart is telling you that this is the one, I think if you go all in on that, I think that you'll actually win. I feel like you will actually win at something that you put your all into, rather than something, or rather than keep saying, oh, this isn't enough. I'm not doing enough. This isn't it. I need more. And our generation, for whatever reason, continuously is saying they need more. You need more of what? You don't even know what you can do here. You don't even know how much you can accomplish here, because you continuously say, I need more. I need to do more. And I think that's why we continuously stay in the areas that we stay in and the positions that we stay in life, because we're always saying, I'm not doing enough. I need more.
I could agree with that. I mean, especially when you say, 10 streams of income. You know what I'm saying. But, I mean, for me, it wasn't really just saying, like, oh, I want more. For me, I was only, like that just because of the simple fact that I need to, have someone to depend on. And then that's, in this instance, it is me. So I would go overboard on things and become overly stressed on it. And you can't really help it. Like, it's always something you could do to make money off of it. So you just fall into it, honestly.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to disagree, bro.
Right.
Because what I do agree with is having your heart set on something and going for it, right? Mm-hmm. But if your heart is set on something and that must not be your current position, if I understand you right. Mm-hmm. So your current position might not offer everything that you want or that you need. So that's why your heart is set somewhere else. So if you continue to put your all into your current position and it doesn't get you to where you need to be, I feel like that's not a poor mind frame. A poor mind frame would be in a situation of just sitting there. You know it's not enough, but you're not doing anything to change it at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
agree. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying stay stagnant. I'm not saying don't try new things. But when you start getting into these get rich quick schemes, like you start getting into, the next thing is Bitcoin.
Not Forex trading.
You know, the next thing is Forex trading.
You should be here.
You know what I mean? The next thing is all of these right now. I need it right now. I have to have it right now. I don't care what. This is what I mean when I'm talking about that. I don't care what it is. I ain't gonna study it. I'm just gonna try to jump on a wave and see if I can get in at the right time and I can blow up like some of these people are blowing up.
I think what people's problem is that some people can't see the line between something unrealistic that may not be fit for them and mediocrity, right? I feel like sometimes people chase mediocrity because that's what they want, right? They want to be in the middle. They don't want nothing more, nothing less, which is crazy to say, but there are people like that, right? And then there are others that are chasing the dream that they'll never be able to fulfill. But you got to be able to identify that in the end, right? Yeah. And
I think you need to identify that in the beginning.
Well, I'm saying, like, in general, like that person has to be able to identify it, right?
Identify your purpose and try that.
I also think it depends on the person. Like I know someone specifically that came to mind that they always feel like it's something hectic going on in their life and they should be doing more and just, and in reality, it's like, you really just trying to blow up. Them people don't, all the stuff you want, the materialistic things, the flashiness, the acknowledgement, you could get it and then people still not give a damn about you.
Yeah.
You could get it in your life, still not feel complete. So I don't know. I think it depends on what the person wants. Sometimes people get caught up in jumping into fast things because it's fast money. They're able to get a new car, get a better place, get a whatever. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think some people just continue to chase that because their end goal is something so big and so large. Like me, if I ever literally came up on a whole bunch of money, y'all, you niggas would never see me again. I am hoping to obtain all the money, all the blessings to disappear. You thought you ain't see me now. You really ain't gonna see me then.
What I want to say is get out of the poor mind frame. I'm not saying don't dream big. I'm not saying don't continue to want to grow in whatever aspect that you want to grow in. I'm not saying quit once you get a job that's paying you enough money. But what I am saying is stop with the get rich quick schemes.
Right.
Stop with the get rich right now schemes. Find something, figure out your purpose, get to it, put your foot down on it, and mash the gas on it, and find that.
Because you can't turn my $50 to $5,000.
You'll never be able to turn my $5
Stop
to
asking for my
$500.
cash app.
You're never going to get my cash app.
You know, somebody gave their cash app. No, it was a Zelle. And that thing was negative $8,000.
Yeah, that's never good. Like, you're not going to do it. No, you can't use my bank account to put no hot checks
to
in.
flip some shit.
You can't do any of it. Find your purpose, get to it, and go hard. That's it. Get out of that. Put the work in. Get out of that poor mind frame. This has been the Just Us Pod, episode 14.
Bow, 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 bow.
Bow, 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 bow.
I can't.
Just us.
I was sitting on the edge of my bed like, oh, Mel wants the password. Let's see. 1 hour.
Nothing.
2 hours. She just wants just to fucking say some shit.
First of all, no, what did I say? And it's not.
You wanted the password just to say you wanted the fucking password, just like women do. You just wanted the shit just because you woke up and decided, let me get the password.
I mean, I don't know what you have against women.
I don't have.
She's hard.
Pause. These hoes dry. You can't. You eat all 6 of these motherfuckers.
These hoes good, boy.
No, look, y'all throats sound good, but
come on, dog. I love you, Mel, but come on.
I'm just saying, it's just every time
because
we
when
get
you
to
say
talking,
your throat sound good, I'm thinking.
I mean,
Let me piss real quick.
Breathe.
They got a C4 in his hand, and he pissy.
You're right.
no, you're right.
Does that like help you with your mental preparation? Is this like part
No,
of
don't
a
get that
routine
nigga
now?
line.